Hi, this is Eslin. Welcome back, my fishies. Today, I wanted to share one of my soup hacks with you. It's really good. What I do is I start out with chicken noodle soup. I had this in my food saver. I love my food saver. You can start out with chicken noodle soup. Well, you know what? Something else I need to do first is turn on the fire. You know, it would help to have some flames on underneath the pot. Set this over here. Yep, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chicken tortilla soup. But I'm going to give you my hack, my really good hack. So I got the chicken noodle soup. But you know what? You can also use maybe canned chicken noodle soup if you don't have time. If you don't have the regular homemade chicken noodle soup. Put this in the trash right quick. If you don't have the regular chicken noodle soup, you know what? You can just use canned. And then what you do is you want to add some diced tomatoes. This is just the regular Sam ones, but you can buy any kind of diced tomatoes you can put in there. You know, any kind of diced tomatoes will work. Open this, and I'll put it in there. Okay, you dump in the tomatoes. And get rid of this. Okay, now then, one of the special ingredients is this is leftover taco meat. Well, this is chicken. I usually make chicken tacos. This is leftover chicken taco meat. You want to put that in there also. Now, I don't know about ground beef. Usually, this is chicken because of the chicken noodle soup. You want to use the chicken. Move this out the way. Okay, and I got my spoon here and just kind of stir it up. You got to mix it up a little bit. Stir it up really good here. And like I said, it's a full chicken tortilla soup. You can get it. I used to get it in one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. They happen to close up. So, you know, hey, this is what it's going to look like. Right now, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna heat it up. It'll take a couple more minutes. I'm gonna eventually put the top on it so it'll heat up really quick. And this is really fast because you know what? You don't have to wait for it to cook because you're just basically reheating stuff and you're changing the flavor. Now, the taco sauce and the taco meat is what changes the flavor. And then, like I said, you just add a can of tomatoes. We're going to let this sit here. Turn the fire up so it'll heat up pretty quick for you. Like I said, you just add your tomatoes. Or if you don't like the tomatoes, you can just use maybe some tomato sauce. If you don't really like the tomatoes, that'll work just fine also. And then on the side, usually they have tortilla chips. I'll be right back. They usually, when I went to the restaurant, they would put the tortilla chips and sprinkle them on top. But I'm just going to put some in a bowl to have on the side with it, like chips, like crackers almost. And there's another thing. I'm going to put the tortilla chips back. Now we have the tortilla chips. Okay, now in the restaurant, what they also used to do was they would put a little pico de gallo on top. That is cilantro, onions, tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, a little bit of lime juice, salt, and pepper. I think that's it. But what I do is I add a little bit of cumin to mine, pico de gallo. But yeah, usually they put it on there. Now we're waiting on this to warm up. Basically, that's really just all it has to do is warm up because the soup is already done. The taco meat was already done. The canned tomatoes, they're really done. They're done also. You're just trying to heat stuff up to where you want to eat it, get it nice and hot and bubbly to go with it. Or you know what else you can do? You can put some of that Mexican cheese on top. Some cojillo cheese. I think that's the name of it. I think that's the name of it. That is really good in it also. Or you can also add, squeeze a little lime juice on it. That probably would be good too to add more flavor to it. And you know what? I have a lime. So just hold on one second. Yeah, I can add some lime juice to it. I'm going to let it heat up just a little bit, then I'll taste it to see if I need it to add lime. But usually, like I said, they squeeze a little lime over it, gives it a little extra Mexican flavor, I think it is. Yeah, this is heating up really good. It's heating up pretty fast. See, look at this, bubbling up pretty quick there. Yeah, doesn't that look good? And then that's just left. You can even use leftovers. You know what? I like doing quick things. This is like quick and easy. Just 1 second here. I'm gonna cut up this lime. First, I probably need to taste it. You always taste your food before you add an ingredient because you might mess it up. I'm gonna get a spoon and taste it. I made the soup, so I already know. Soup is good already. I know. That's pretty good. But you know what? I think I might add a little bit more taco seasoning. That really was good. I'll be right back. I just have to grab my. I think I might have taco seasoning over here, and I don't. But shall be okay. It's fine without it. I was just going to add a little bit more taco seasoning. But you know what? I probably don't need it. It might give me indigestion. And as I said before, I'm going to slice up this lime. Put a little lime juice in there. On the finishing touches. Once I get it out. Okay, I'm cutting up this lime. And I have a bowl. I'm going to use one of these bowls. I have the lime already. And I think it's almost ready. Okay, I'll get another stir. Yeah, see how that's bubbling up in there like that? Yeah, see? Nice and hot. It's steaming up, yeah. Give it another quick stir here. Yep, it's got celery, carrots, onions. You know, basically the stuff that you usually put in your chicken noodle soup. And then, like I said, I added tomatoes. And I added some leftover taco meat I had. And you can also add chili powder. That would also enhance the flavor. But like I said, it's good like it is. I'm just going to let it cook just a couple more minutes. And then we're going to taste it just to make sure. And yes, this is a lot, but I'm going to let it cool. And yes, I'm going to reinsert it into a different food saver, what I don't eat. But that way, I can turn it into a different meal or just still have the chicken tortilla soup. Yes, I think it's just about ready. Just about ready. Oh, I already have a ladle over here. I have a ladle with the spoon already. Doesn't that look delicious? Yep. And it's good in the winter time because you know what? Right now where it is here, it's freezing cold outside. And this is very good. So, I'm going to turn this down a bit. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take and squeeze a little lime juice in the bottom of it. That way, when I pour the soup on top of it, it'll have a flavor. Okay, now I have my ladle here. Stirring this around. Oh, that's going to be delicious. That's going to be absolutely delicious. Put the ladle back down. Turn it down. Side of the bowl. Now, doesn't that look delicious? Doesn't that look delicious? Can you see that? Now, we're going to taste it again. We're going to taste it. Give it another good taste. See what it tastes like. That's delicious. Now, like I said, in the restaurant, that lime gave it a nice pop of acid. Now, When you go to the restaurant, like I said, they usually give you tortilla strips. But what I do, I have the tortilla chips. And I just crunch them up on top. I just crunch my tortilla chips right on top, just for a little garnish. Just for a little garnish there. Now, it really does taste like chicken tortilla soup. It doesn't even have the flavor of chicken noodle soup anymore. It absorbed all the flavor from the taco meat. Mm. That is really delicious. Now, that's just a simple little hack. That was the part-time that's kicked in. Now, you can do this with you might even try it with turkey sometime. That might even work. You can use your turkey meat, put some taco seasoning on it, and instead of chicken, you can use turkey. That'll work just fine. And if you like what you see, click the thumbs up. And if you want more, click the dinner bell. You know what? Subscribing is free. And I want everybody to stay safe and tune in. You know what? We're going to have fun.